Welcome to the Comics Newswire, covering all the things turning pages and heads in the comic book industry. We're going to pass the show over to our anchors so they can tell you what's going on and keep you. Mr. Anderson is the unboxable advocating creator known as the iN-DEE Comics Devil, who will tempt you with his devilish tales of fetish, monsters, and more. He is the giver of free hugs and spanks, and he is a partner in Continuum Comics. Check out everything Anderson at chainlinks.site. Good evening, everyone. We're going to get right into it. We got a lot of news for you tonight. We're going to dive deep into it. Hello there. We're in the vintage gear. Always advocate for comics because that's what we do here. So we're going to get right into it tonight, and we're going to get you all the news you need to know. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you guys are enjoying a little bit more freedom now as we are opening everything up here in America. For those overseas, we are waiting for you to join us in a victory over this last year. We're just got to keep moving forward and getting the vaccines. So, all right, we're going to get right into it right now with everybody. So here we go. Buckle up because we're going to get in the know. And I'll make this a little bigger so you guys can all go play along with me at home. All right. It would help if it were zooming, but for some reason today it's not trying to zoom. Isn't that always the way? Just when you're live. That's the only time it's a problem. All right, so I don't know why it's not responding. So we're going to, only 15 minutes, right? It's always something, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know why it's not zooming in. So what we'll do is we'll play you the forecast. We'll be right back. Usually we'd play the forecast at the end of the show, but due to technical difficulties, we'll start the show with the forecast. Let's get back to conning around for June 11th through the 13th, and let's start off in Pennsylvania. Steel City Comic Con is happening with Yi Su-shin creator and hunter killer collector Henri Compon as he goes onward to victory in Pennsylvania. Here in Florida, we're swerving into Central Florida Comic Con with Swerve Comics at Table B4. Continuum Comics with me, Mr. Anderson, Mike Seeley, we're going to be at D5. Marcus H. Roberts is going to be our neighbor at D4. Alan Grimes is at B7. Greg Kravick is at 415. A lot of great creators all coming together for Central Florida Comic Con. Plus, we're going to talk about how Swerve Comics and Continuum are going to bring you heroics over the summer. And really exciting news for maybe just me. Hopefully not. Hopefully you'll join me in the panel room. That's right. Panels are back. We're hoping to see you in the panel room with me as we're going to be talking about building your network. We're going to tell you how to crowdfund, produce, and promote. And we're even going to talk about comics in kids' hands. So I'll see you on the COMiX Con Highway this weekend. And as you guys can see, we're still waiting for the site to reload. We do hope that you join us for some live panels this weekend and come join us for everything that is Comic-Con as we get back on the road. And just waiting for our stuff. So one of the things that you guys can do is to make sure that you're going to Kickstarter to support other creators and make sure that you're checking their stuff out. And remember that
comics are awesome.
That they are. So we are having a little bit of communication problems. We're already 4 minutes in. Wonderful. Isn't this the way that sometimes it goes? So bear with us. We're going to be... Oh, we might actually have it live. So I'm just going to have to go even faster today. So, whew. No pressure, right? We have 10 minutes. But you got the forecast. Definitely come check me out. We're going to have some great stuff for you guys. So I don't know what that all was about, but hopefully we have fixed. There we go. So we can give it to you. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to have to go faster. Obi-Wan actor Ian McGregor credits The Mandalorian for the reason that he has returned to the Star Wars franchise. And we just had a crash. Of course. It's just one of those days, you know? You ever have those? Nothing goes right. but we're going to get through it together. So here we go. Let's see if we can expand this. Still, nope, wait. It's slow, but we'll get there. We're rising up together, people. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can still get this done in 10 minutes. All right, here we go from the Comics Newswire, page 1, panel 1 of the Saccharine Tales, the Martyr's Masquerade. This is amazing. It's from Wendy Gale. I can't wait to show you guys more. Their Massive Universal Revelation teaser trailer is there. Check it out. And that comes from comicbook.com. Space Jam and New Legacy trailers as well available at comicbook.com. Check it out. Don't act like you don't like it. Central Florida Comic Con, as you learned, is happening. I'll be at D5. I always think of Eminem when I say that. And the panels are back. Check it out. Building Your Comic Book Network. Our Usual presents creating, crowdfunding, producing, and promoting comic books while building your brand. Comics in Kids' Hands is back as well. And here are all the amazing people, including Mike Seeley. We also have my man from Swerve Comics there, and Henri's in there. We just went over it. You know where everything's going on. Comic book crowdfunding had Backer Plus, had two great guests. We had the creator of Rammer, Charles, and we had the creator of The Illusion Witch, which was Ruben. Check it out. Great program. So Magneto was trending on Twitter. It was kind of interesting why. It had nothing to do with Loki. Check out CBR.com for more. This comes to us from the Seeker.ca. A local artist, Neil Carrera, published his debut comic book. This is from St. Billy Tucci, who's talking he's $64 away from $160K of fulfillment. So he's got a great book. Here it is, Shi Haiku. It's on Indiegogo. Check it out now. Batman comic review of Earth 1 Volume 3. This is from FlickeringMyth.com. So apparently, I'm not kidding, Underarm Hair period celebrated by Emily's superhero book. Check it out now. This was one of the many stories running today. It is definitely making headlines. One of the things that should be making more of a headline is that Stanley Way is going to be a street in the Bronx. It is happening soon. It's a section of University Avenue in the Bronx will be called Stanley Way in New York City. That is so awesome. DC's Pride Batwoman story is most twisted comic of the year. That's from ScreenRant.com. By the way, that story about Stanley Street was brought to us by NBCNewYork.com. So this is kind of cool. You got to check it out at ScreenRant.com. It was an interesting story. Here's my business card, including how you can follow me, including on TikTok now and Twitter. Make sure you give a man a follow. Look how hard I'm working right now. This is from Fetz Comics in London. This is the new, or it was a Spider-Man cover A for number 6. I just thought it was cool, so I figured I'd share with you. The Forbidden Museum is on Kickstarter in July. This is from Craig Sawyer. Keep an eye out. We're going to be covering that in the near future. The Illusion of Witch Book 2 comes to come get some cool rewards. There's some great covers there. Check that link out from our site, comicbookadvocates.com. And this is a preview of Dynamite Lives, number 1, Evil's Death Ash, and apocalyptic zombie action this week as he joins Dynamite event for the 2nd chapter. Check it out today. Thank you, Flickering Myth, for bringing us that. Artist Deja Varman, I'm saying his name wrong. I'm even more sorry about that than normal. He has passed away. I was getting to know this man. He was a great light in the industry we have lost, and I'm sorry I can't pronounce his name right. I do feel horrible about that. You can share this post, and you can give it to help out. They need some money to cover all the expenses. He was unfortunately in the hospital for the last month of his life. In some good news, Vantage In-House gives us a glimpse into the creative future from the Comics Newswire. Victor Dandridge moves on as he is showing us what's coming, and it looks awesome. Some of these books are, and by the way, that was brought to us by actually Victor Dandridge's site. You can check it out right now, Vantage In-House Press. So check it out. Some of these books are classics. This is from our good friend Kamal Hennessy, telling you how to learn about the comic book business by learning your history with these amazing books. Black on the Block. This is going to be by B.D. Diddley. He shared a post about Juneteenth pop-up. That's going to be next weekend, 6/19. It's going to be 12 to 4 p.m. This is going to be happening in Los Angeles, so check it out right now. It's on our site. This month's Professional Comic Creator Spotlight, one of the biggest acquisitions in comic book industry history. What could that be? Well, check out Kamal Hennessy. We have covered the story. You can go to the business of comic book publishing for more. We have created a Rolodex. Make sure you're reaching out to us to make sure your business card's in our Rolodex. Catch the Crazies. Zolacon is going to be part of their new series. So they're doing a vlog series about all the cons they go to. I love it, love it, love it. And the Inferno, the X-Men world is about to go up in flames in Jonathan Hendricks' Inferno. I think the tree is getting burnt down personally. We'll see what happens as things go sideways for the X-Men. The Book of Shadows, or the Shadows of Ourselves, I should say, is going to be coming out really soon. Make sure you go to Kickstarter June 12th this weekend. It's ending the 10th. These look amazing. Definitely check it out. That's my boy, J.R. Mounts. He did the Pickle Detective. Love all the stuff he does. Make sure you check it out and pre-launch today. Punch Through This Portal, Marvel Comics Origin of American Chavez. This is pretty cool, coming to us from Marvel.com. DC gives us Who's Ready for the Party. DC celebration continues all month long. Check that out right now, coming off of DC. That's right, I'm on TikTok. We talked about that. Touchdown Shazam, following along as Billy Batson navigates between being a superhero and training for football practice. I just thought this was cool, definitely for young readers. The Mandor is 22. This August is one of my favorite surprise turns, maybe ever. Oh, what could this be? You're going to have to go over and check out the story right now from Gary Duggan, just on our site. He's definitely suggesting what's going on. This was a talk with Robert Moltara about his creative shoes. Amazing interview. You have to check it out. We have both parts there. I love sitting down and talking with him. And prepare for this week's new comics, a full list for you, brought to us by Marvel.com of all the books you should be getting from Marvel. Vantage In-House, here it is, a glimpse into the future. Disney reveals the first look at Spidey and his amazing friends. This looks awesome. I can't wait to watch it with Jax. That's comicbook.com. Why Lucifer was banished from heaven by God. Let me tell you, this last part 2 of the B season of the season 5 was amazing. Ryan Reynolds teases us with the Deadpool return with Mysterio. What? Check out comicbook.com for more. That's right, General Mills is launching the mischievous new Lucky Charms. That's from comicbook.com and your local supermarket. And brought to us also by General Mills. Comic book preview, Justice League Last Ride #2 from flickeringmyth.com. Check that out. Marvel announces the death of Doctor Strange. Comicbook.com. We all know he won't be dead for long, so I don't know how much of a big news that is. Anthrax Among the Living graphic novel release date and its contributors have been announced through livewire.com. I'm all amped up about this. Local comic book shop connecting fans to creators with this artist in residence. Check out them working. This was brought to us by WSAV.com. Check out if it's your local comic book shop by visiting the link today. The most successful comics Kickstarter projects of all time. I only knew 3 of them that were on the list. This is brought to us by GameRadar.com. Comic book preview, Red Sonja, 1977 Dynamite Edition. Check this out from Flickering Myth. It was interesting to get a look back. Speaking of looking forward, we have Batwing first revealed for Batman Season 2. He looks awesome as Batwing. I definitely am amped up to see more. Speaking of seeing more, we're going to get a preview of James Bond, The Agents of Spectra. By the way, that story was brought to us by comicbook.com, if I didn't say it. Flickering Myth gives us the James Bond preview. The Weekly Poll List by comicbook.com. Check out what you should have pulled in their opinion. Spawn's Universe is already Image's best-selling comic of the century. So comicbook.com brought us this. Congratulations to Image for making the sales jump up. 21 conventions. What's canceled, postponed, and still happening? We're dealing with this during our actual Comic-Con Highway and the forecast, seeing what's going on. I'm not kidding. Ask comic book artist Rob Liefeld to sign your feet at Kissimmee Coliseum. When's that going to be happening? You're going to have to go to Orlando Weekly to find out now. Batman, the road to the Court of Owls has begun at the gates of Gotham. What does this all mean? You're going to have to go to CBR.com to find out more. Comic book preview, Star Trek The Next Generation Mirrorverse Collection by flickeringmyth.com. Whoa, here we go. Brooklyn Pride Comic Fair. This is going to celebrate queer comics at the Brooklyn Pride Comic Book Fair. This is going to be comicsbeat.com. Check it out now. Superman set to launch a new manga series. More information about that can be found at comicbook.com. I actually saw this. Jax didn't want it. It broke my heart. Comic book preview, The Batman and Scooby-Doo Adventures #3. I have to get that boy into it. That was brought to us by Flickering Myth. Mr. Anderson is TikToking. That's right. That's what I want you to know about. Comic book previews, Detective 1037. Oh, man. Check it out right now. Flickeringmyth.com. Here we go. Sign up for the TFN wave. You hear Jax is excited. He's really just playing NES Classic, but at least he's getting into it. I love the excitement. Campaign and score an exclusive from the Comics News Wire. Check it out. It's going on right now. They have 3 stickers sets before the campaign goes, so check it out. Maybe you'll get yourself some. Comic book preview, DC Pride #1, brought to us by FlickeringMyth.com. Here we go. Get the creative protection you need from the Comics News Wire. This is coming off the wire. This is Gamal Hennessy and his amazing book and actually group. You have to check it all out. If you're a creator, you need representation sometimes. Make sure you check him out. Fort Wayne family-owned company dominates online distribution. That's right. They are taking over a bigger warehouse. Things are going great for Lunar. Check out the story brought to us by WANE.com. This summer, The Forbidden comes to us. Check out when that's happening at Creators of Written Synth. That's right, Comic Book Advocates from Vera Sam. Here we go, the 10 best comic books to read if you love female superheroes, brought to us by ScreenRant.com. And here we go, 21 books for freelance comic creators. Make sure you check it out right now at the CreativeContractConsulting.com. Comic book preview of The Joker #4. He's never looked better. This is at FlickeringMyth.com. William Blankenship, currently open for any cartoon or illustrations. If you need someone to do some commission work, check out William's work. Amazing, amazing artist. Deadpool 3 appears to tease the work on the movie has maybe begun. Check out comicbookmovie.com to find out more, and check out The Mighty Might now on Kickstarter and see if the Pink Powerhouse can win over your fandom. Brought to us by CB Zane. Marvel Comics exclusive, The Web of Spider-Man. It's been so long since we had a Spider-Man #1. At least we're getting one in 21. And The Flash gave, by that way, that was brought to us by monkeyfightingrobots.co. The Flash comic gave Hitler Speed Force powers? Oh my. Check out comicbook.com for full details on this. And comic book preview of the Star Wars Bounty Hunter #13. Check it out from FlickeringMyth.com. And here we are, The Shadows of Ourselves. Make sure you subscribe and find out when that launches. Marvel's Batgirl rehabilitates criminals as Raven Croft psychiatrist. I thought that was cool. ScreenRant.com. And here she is again as Marvel Heroes Reborn. She definitely looks like Batgirl. There's no way around it. That's a preview from FlickeringMyth.com, as well as a preview for Marvel's Hero Reborn Squadrons Savage. That's from FlickeringMyth.com. And 10 upcoming animated comic adaptations. If you didn't know, now you will, thanks to ScreenRant.com. Here we go. The Four Tales podcast sat down with Edge creator and writer Marvin Wynn. You can find that on our site right now. Listen to this amazing interview. And that's it. If you want to be covered on this show, send us an email at comicsnewswire@yahoo.com. We didn't get it in 15. We got it in 17, which isn't bad considering all the stuff we went through. More importantly, now you're in the know. If you want the longer version of the forecast, go to our YouTube channel. It's already up. Thank you for tuning in, and this is it. We're out of here, and we will see you on the COMiX Con Highway or on actually Kickstarter, backing a creator. More importantly, sharing some posts and helping creators rise up because we rise together. That's it. We're out of here, kids. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the summer weekend that we have. Go out there and travel the Comic Con Highway.